Mantises make up countless of species of predatory insects known for their unusual posture and ability to stalk their prey using keen eyesight and excellent camouflage. In this video, we are going to take a deeper look into this fascinating order and find out what makes them outstanding at what they do. We're going to cover how they hunt, what they eat, and why this makes them so significant in their ecosystems. Before we get into that, though, let's take a look at what exactly they are. The praying mantis order, Mantodea, is an exceptionally diverse one, containing over 2,500 species in more than 460 genera. Mantises exist worldwide on every continent except Antarctica and are, at first glance, a sort of predatory stick insect. But while they share a lot of similarities with the Phasmatodea order of stick insects, they're very distantly related. Their relationship to other insect orders is still being teased out of the fossil record, but it's thought that mantises share more similarities with modern cockroaches and termites than stick insects. The incredible diversity of this order results in a variety of shapes and sizes, with some of the smallest of mantises being only 1 centimeter, or about half an inch long, and the largest well over 10 times that size. Mantises are experts at camouflage, ranging from the uniform green of the African giant mantis to the intricate and dappled patterns of the devil's flower mantis. Several species are known as the deadleaf mantis, on account of the common mimicry seen in this order to disguise themselves as foliage. And these mimics can be very convincing. Mantises are outstanding predators, but they're also relatively small animals at the mercy of the majority of insectivorous predators. So their camouflage is significant across all vertical trophic levels. Mantises are most commonly found in tropical and temperate terrestrial biomes, often where there is plenty of grass or leafy foliage. They're all carnivores, using an ambush approach to sneak up and strike at their prey with their grasping forelimbs. These front legs are covered in rows of spines and folded back on themselves, giving the insect a philosophical posture and leading to the nickname praying mantis. With very sharp binocular vision, mantises can see better than most insects and have stereo 3D vision that allows them to establish the size and position of their prey. This ability is costly, and the insect dedicates a large percentage of its brain power to processing visual stimuli. Unlike other insects, mantises can turn their heads, which give them an uncanny, familiar look, and along with their upright posture, adds to the allure of an already beautiful insect. Once a prey animal comes too close, the mantis will lock onto it by turning its head and slowly aligning its rear forelimbs. Mantises can stalk slowly, creeping into strike range, at which point they'll lunge forward, opening up powerful gripping arms and impaling the animal. The poor victim will be pulled back toward the mantis's jaws and eaten alive. As generalist hunters, they're signifying contributors to their ecosystems, contributing to population control of various animals, ranging from hummingbirds at the larger ends of the scale to fruit flies at the smaller. Most species live for 6 months to a year as adults and go through a range of nymphal stages, culminating in several months before reaching sexual maturity. Females are notorious for eating the male after or even during copulation, though this isn't common across all species. After mating, eggs are laid in a spongy structure called an ootheca, from which many hundreds of nymphs can emerge and begin eating one another in a brutal competition in which only a handful of the strongest will survive. Let's take a deeper look into the life cycle of the mantis. Ootheca are unusual structures made up of intricate structural proteins woven among tanning agents that cause the proteins to harden and set. This egg protection strategy has evolved numerous times independently within the insect class and is a great way to shield eggs in vulnerable environments. It looks a lot like a cocoon, but feels strong and spongy, like set expanding foam. Within each ootheca, there can be over 200 eggs, and they will remain here safe from parasites and predators until hatching. Unlike well-known examples like the butterfly, mantises don't go through 3 separate phases. Instead, they emerge as miniature versions of the adult, but without wings. These nymphs will change very little throughout their development, only shedding skins as they increase in size. Mantises are born predators and will hunt from day one. After molting numerous times, many species will develop 2 pairs of wings, which will aid them in finding a mate. In some species, only the females have wings. In others, neither does. Courtship rituals are as varied as you'd expect from such a diverse order. Males of more colorful species may present wings, upper legs, and abdomens for a display to attract a female. If he's successful, he gets to mate with the much larger female. In a handful of species, this female might take a bite out of the male, but this is the exception rather than the rule, and it doesn't occur often. Mantises are a force of nature for anything roughly the same size or smaller than themselves, but there are a lot of far larger animals who are happy to make a snack of one. Birds are the most common predators, but reptiles, spiders, and even larger insects can be a danger to the little hunters. The mantis doesn't have any venom and isn't toxic to eat, so its only defenses are a pair of stabbing arms and its exceptional camouflage. But predation is accounted for in the natural order of things. Species typically reproduce at a rate that reflects the mortality rate of the individuals. So for the endangered species of mantis, something else is happening. The dancing girl flower mantis, Globus patulata, is one of the more threatened species of mantis, with only 500 to 1,000 mature individuals known in the wild. Deforestation in their native habitat around Myanmar has led to rapid decreases in the species and is an example of an ongoing threat to many like it. Controlled burning of agricultural land is one of the most destructive ways that mantis habitats are destroyed or damaged, and threatens several species. The canary dwarf mantis is listed as endangered by the IUCN, as the small mantis, endemic to the islands of La Palma, is threatened by pesticide use and a steadily degrading island ecosystem. Mantises are terrifying predators at the lower end of the size spectrum. Thankfully, humans are technically megafauna compared to them, with countless millions of species that are smaller than us, and only a few that are bigger. As such, mantises are no threat to us from their spined legs, and since they don't carry any toxins or painful bites, they're almost entirely harmless. Praying mantises are beautiful and diverse insects with incredible senses and a killer instinct. They're integral to the health of their communities as population control and as a food source for larger predators. Unfortunately, many species are now threatened with extinction due to habitat degradation, but the good news is that the majority of species are still going well, and with the thousands of species on the planet, you don't have to go far to see one in the wild. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that like button, and as always, subscribe for more coming up.